All right, what is good, guys? Welcome back to Freddy Boy's YouTube channel. I finally got him to be part of a video, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about 6 affordable ways to keep your Whippet warm this winter. As I sit here on the sofa, I am surrounded by things that help keep Freddy warm this winter. And so yeah, let's get straight into it. The first one will be pajamas. Now, this one may seem quite obvious and probably is, but pajamas are an absolute must during the winter. These ones are by a company called the Trendy Whippet, and I think they're quite expensive, honestly, for what they are. But I think you're going to get that with any dog-specific like clothing item, especially when the word pajamas is in it, because it's more of like a human word. Obviously, dogs. Oh, honestly, every time I start filming a YouTube video with Freddy, he farts. Yeah, I think the second you put like a human word in front of a dog product, the price goes up. So second on my list would be a coat for a dog. Now, this Whippet coat product is a more substantial product, and this is just an Amazon purchase. I think these are about £15 to £20. These pajamas were more like 40, and I know it might not look as pretty as pajamas around the house, but some nights I just leave Freddy in his coat. As long as it hasn't got wee on it and hasn't got mud all over it from like a wet walk, I'm quite happy for Freddy to go to his bed sleeping in this, and it definitely helps keep him warm, put it that way. Freddy, come mate, give me a chance, eh? Where's your head gone? There it is. Next on the list is hot water bottles. Now, I used to have hot water bottles, but Freddy punctured a few, like if he had a little nibble on it, and they're just a little bit inconvenient because obviously you have to boil the kettle every single time you want to heat one up, and they also go cold quite quickly. So although they are good, they are slightly inconvenient, and if your dog does puncture them, then you obviously need to repurchase, and they're inconvenient. Having to repurchase them, it can get quite expensive, and they don't stay warm for that long. And also, if you're hiding them under duvets, it might make the dog a little bit uncomfortable. I don't know. Can't speak on the behalf of Freddy Boy on this one, but I could just imagine they're a little bit bumpy. But it's definitely one that you guys can consider. What are you up to, mate? The next one is duvets. Again, quite an obvious one. But for me, keeping Freddy warm is super important, and I've spoke about this in videos before where I will mention Primark, and if you go to Primark, you can buy a single duvet. I think they're about £8, which is super cheap. They fit in the washing machine, so you can wash them regularly, and you can also buy bedding sets for them as well. So this is one of Freddy's. It's all obviously folded up, but I just got him a plain blue duvet set, and again, it's washable. You can take it all apart as if you were taking your own bed sheets off, so you can keep it nice and clean, and you can, plump them up as if you were plumping a pillow. You can plump these up because they have feathers in, so you can make it really nice and comfortable. Next on the list is the plastic bed, which I'm always talking to you guys about. You choose not to listen. I know they don't look pretty, but you can fill these things up with duvets. And if you can imagine that plastic bed filled up with duvets, throw in a hot water bottle in there as well, your Whippet's going to crawl up into a tiny little ball, and they're going to be surrounded by duvet. They can have the hot water bottle underneath them, and they're just going to create themselves, they're going to create this nice little den where they have soft sidewalls. The hard sidewalls on the bed, on the plastic bed, are going to keep them nice and contained, Nothing is going to fall flat at night, and it will really help keep the Whippet warm. Number 6 on the list is what I'm sat on. This thing has been such a good purchase. Cost me £30. This beige soft blanket you can see here is in fact a heated blanket. It's way bigger than what Freddie needs, and this is more of, well, it's actually called a throw rather than a blanket, because you can obviously get heated blankets for mattresses. This is a heated throw, so I think it's more something that you would put on top of yourself while laying on the sofa. But I thought, let me give it a crack. It's got a little control, turns on and off. It's quite basic. There's different heat settings, and it can stay on for up to 9 hours. This is obviously a more affordable option than putting the house heating on. If you're watching the bills, I think we all are at the moment, everything's super expensive. This heated blanket is what is known as a personal heater. So you can turn the house heating off, and if you're watching the TV, if Freddie's in his bed, I put this on for him. And yeah, it just saves putting on the house radiators. Freddie stays nice and warm. He's in his plastic bed with a duvet and his heated blanket, and he absolutely loves this thing. On the highest level, it is too hot, so I put it on around half heat. I think there's 6 heat settings. I don't currently have it plugged in, so I can't show you. But yeah, 6 heat settings, and it stays on for up to 9 hours. So I have it on level 3 for him. It stays on all night, and it keeps him really nice and toasty warm. So he'll have his pajamas on, plastic bed, duvet, heated blanket, and he is in heaven. I have had this thing on upstairs, and I've just brought it down for this video, which is why he's all cozied up on it now. He absolutely loves it to bits. So there are 6 things for you guys to consider. Maybe there's been one mentioned in this video that you haven't already done or haven't thought of before. All of the products that I've mentioned in this video, I will link below. This heated duvet I did buy from Argos, so I will find the Argos link, but I'll also try to find one that's similar on Amazon, just so you guys can have a bit of a look around. But yeah, I hope this video helps keep your Whippet warm this winter, and also you, as the owner, warm. This heated blanket, honestly, I could lay on this thing with Freddie for days. It's so nice. So yeah, again, hope you enjoyed, hope it helps, and we'll catch you in the next video, won't we, Freddie boy?